This information will be there in your question paper. So what is all this? ये सब क्या है? ये जो दिया है, these are all expenses. Okay, and what do you have to do with these expenses, dear? What do you have to do with these expenses? You have to bifurcate the expenses as per CAS 1. How will you bifurcate? We will bifurcate it as direct and indirect cost. Direct cost maybe we will see whether it is in direct material, direct labor, or direct expenses. And in indirect cost maybe we will see whether it is direct whether it is factory overheads, admin overheads, and selling and distribution overheads. Okay, am I clear about this? Right? Now coming to the next part of the question. So let us identify this cost. Okay, let us identify this cost. If you could see here, I have written type 1. Okay, so dear, as per your syllabus, you guys have 3 types of cost sheet as per your syllabus, huh? Right? So that I have written here. So you can make a note of this, beta. Note this down. Your cost sheet syllabus is divided into 3 types: type 1, type 2, type 3. Okay. Type 1 speaks about units produced and units sold will not be given in the question. Okay. Type 1 cost sheet. So I'll go as per the type. Okay. Yeah. Type 1 cost sheet will be units produced and units sold will not be given in the question. Type 2 cost sheet, units produced and units sold will be given in the question. Okay. And type 3 cost sheet is estimated cost sheet. Fine. So that we will see last May estimated. So as per the type, the level will also increase. So type 1 is easy, type 2 is mediocre, type 1 will be a little bit difficult, type 3 a little bit, okay, not much. Okay, Swapnil has mentioned in the chat box that okay, note number 3 is given. Yeah, it is given. Okay, so is 4 and 5 pending or what? According to me, it is done. Yeah. Okay. Riddhi Jain and Sonal and Ashmita can say. Acha, okay, fine, dear. Okay, fine. ठीक है. Fine. We'll come to that. So, note number 1, 2, 3 is actually for type 1 cost sheet. Okay, fine. So anyways, I could have started with sums today also. It wouldn't have made much difference because note number 1, 2, 3 is applicable for type 1 sums. Okay, no issues. We'll do type 4, we'll do note number 4 and 5. And then note number 4 and 5 is applicable for this one, type 2 sums and type 3 sums. Okay, so anyways, I was supposed to give you an overall note. So you will have a, what do you call, you will have your note in a flow. So that will be better then. Okay, so Rayon. Anyways, I had planned to take note number 1, 2, 3, then type 1, and then 4 and 5, and then type 2 and 3. Anyways, will not make much difference. We'll do all the notes together and then we will move on to the sum. It is okay. It will not make much difference. Okay. Thanks for that. Yeah, fine. Thank you, students. Yeah. So this is note number 4. Write down treatment of closing stock of finished goods. Treatment of closing stock of finished goods. Anyways, after note number 4 and 5, I will be coming to that question only. So we have to discuss this question today. Okay. Treatment of closing stock of finished goods. Okay. So you all have done FI BAF, I guess. Financial accounting is stock valuation. Okay, so in India, stock is valued as per two methods, FIFO and weighted average method. Okay, so write it down, FIFO and weighted average method. Okay, so in cost sheet, when I say FIFO method, that means I will consider which rate? Cost of production per unit rate. Okay, please note down all these things. I will be taking cost of production per unit rate. Right? And when I'm taking weighted average cost method, I'll be considering net factory cost per unit. Net factory cost per unit. Okay, now what does this mean? Come to your cost sheet, beta. Yeah, see, this is net factory cost, right? See, it's already highlighted in yellow. Yeah. Gross factory plus opening stock of WIP less closing stock of WIP gives me net factory cost. Okay. So can you guys see this? Yeah. This is called as net factory cost per unit. So this is my weighted average. Okay. Please highlight it in your cost sheet statement. This is very important for sum solving. They will not give you the rate in the question paper. You should identify it on your own. Okay. Next, FIFO. ठीक है. Next comes FIFO. Okay. Come here to, yeah. Can you see this? Cost of production? Yeah. Can you see the one I've highlighted in green? Yeah. Right? So beta, that is FIFO. This is FIFO. When we do FIFO, this is the rate what we are gonna take. These are very, very important elements you should know. So this is my note number 4. Calculation of closing stock of finished goods. Okay. Can you see this? Yeah, this is what we have to find. So here you can write note number 4. Okay. In your statement, mention this. Closing stock of finished goods, right there, note number 4. Okay. It could be either FIFO or it could be either weighted average method. Am I clear till here? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Am I clear? Okay. So only girls are clear about it. Boys don't understand what I said. Yeah. Or are your fingers, so much in pain you cannot type a yes? That's better now. Yeah. Okay. So Aradhya, when you're doing FIFO method, you have to consider cost of production per unit rate. The one which is in green I have highlighted, FIFO. Cost of production, the per unit column, whatever answer we will get while solving the sum. So that rate will be multiplied with the closing stock quantity and we will get closing stock in rupees. Okay. The other method says weighted average cost method. In that you will consider net factory cost per unit. Okay. The one which I've highlighted in green. You will multiply that rate with the closing stock quantity and we will get closing stock in rupees. Okay. Clear? Yeah. Now come to note number 5. Okay, write down. Note number 5, treatment of non-cost items. Okay, treatment of non-cost items. Now this is as per CAS 1. Now what do you mean by non-cost items? Okay, we had done the definition of cost in CAS 1. Okay, what was the definition of cost? What was the definition of cost? Expenses paid by the manufacturer for converting raw material into finished goods, correct? And in that, conversion ka definition was also there. What is conversion? Change in the size, shape, form, structure, color, taste, smell, right, of the raw material. If the raw material is losing all these properties, that means the finished goods has been formed. Okay, and in this losing this property, whatever expenses you are paying, that is cost. Okay, now CAS1 also says there are certain items which is not cost, so it means non-cost. Okay, so see, write down this: expenses not to be taken in calculation of total cost is called non-cost. Okay, actually the definition is a bit lengthy one, but I want you all to understand it in a nutshell for solving some. What do you mean by non-cost? So that is what I have written. Look into the screen. Expenses not to be taken in calculation of total cost. Okay, or not to be taken in cost sheet. Okay, so if in the question paper you see any of these expenses, any of this list of expenses, we have to ignore it for the purpose of calculation of total cost or cost price. Okay, so non-cost items are further categorized into 4 types. Okay, make a note of it. First, financial expenses, then financial income, capital expenditure, and capital income. Now, all these terminologies are not new to you. You have done it in capital revenue expenditure under financial accounting subject. Okay, so none of these terminologies are new for anyone, correct? Financial expenses, also known as financial loss, financial income, and capital expenditure and capital income. Okay, is this clear? No, Aradhya, cost of production is not WACM. Cost of production is FIFO. WACM, weighted average, is net factory cost. Okay, now come to financial expenses. Now, before coming to financial expenses, I would like to tell you, I would like to show you something. Okay. Obviously, you all know what is a P&L account. Yeah. So your P&L account is actually divided. Okay. When you make a P&L account in financial accounting, this is a P&L account. On the debit side, you have your debit side is actually divided into 3 types. First, admin expenses, that is admin overheads in cost sheet. Then selling and distribution expenses, that is selling and distribution overheads in cost sheet. And the third category is financial expenses. Okay, see this. P&L account debit side is actually divided into 3 parts. Admin, which is admin overheads in cost sheet. Selling and distribution expenses, which is selling and distribution overheads in cost sheet. And financial expenses. Okay, this is known as non-cost items in cost sheet. Okay, सो कॉस्ट शीट में इसको नहीं लेने का, लेकिन फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग में लेने का. तो जब आप कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग करते हो तो फाइनेंशियल एक्सपेंसेस आर नॉट टू बी कंसिडर्ड, बट व्हेन यू आर डूइंग सब्जेक्ट लाइक फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग, देयर फाइनेंशियल एक्सपेंसेस आर कंसिडर्ड. तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंस बिटवीन financial accounting and cost accounting as a subject. Cost accounting definition says, CAS 1 says, financial expenses are non-cost items, so while calculating total cost, we will not consider it. Am I clear till here? Am I clear till here? Is it clear whatever I said just now? Okay, fine. Good. Next, okay. So this part is clear to everyone, right? Now moving on to this. So non-cost items may, the first thing is what? Financial expenses. Okay, that's my P&L account debit side. Now what are financial expenses or financial loss? I've written it in a sweet, short and sweet meaning of it. Financial expenses are those expenses which is paid by the manufacturer for obtaining funds. Okay, now what do you understand by this word, for obtaining funds? Now look into the screen. Say I'm a manufacturer. I want a capital of 80 lakhs. Okay, my capital requirement is how much? 80 lakhs. Okay, out of this 80 lakhs, I have 50 lakhs. I have 50 lakhs with me, but what I don't have is 30 lakhs. ओके 50 lakhs मेरे पास है, 30 lakhs का मुझे जुगाड़ करना है. Clear? 30 lakhs. So what will I do? Anyone? How will I get this 30 lakhs? Can anyone tell me? Post it in the chat box. How will I get this 30 lakhs? Yeah. Yeah, give your answers, whatever is there in your mind. Okay. Sanya says loan. Okay. Fine. Harikishan says loan. Sanya also says loan. Penal loan. Okay, everybody is of the opinion that I should take a loan. Correct? Fine. Okay. तो किसी ने भी थोड़ा out of the box नहीं सोचा? Anyone has some out of the box answer? Shruti, share. What share, beta? Shares. हाँ. Aradhya and Shruti says share. What share? Be specific. Rightful. Equity shares. Very good. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So I can have this 30 lakhs through two ways. Okay, I can have 30 lakhs through two ways. The first way you guys have told me. Okay, what is the first way you guys have told me? Few students says, "Ma'am, आप loan ले लो." Loan कौन देगा? Obviously बैंक से लूँगी मैं. And two students told me shares, equity shares. Okay, so both the ways I can have it. बराबर ना? Yeah, obviously it's right. Both the ways I can have it. So say I took 20 lakhs का loan and okay, 20 lakhs का I took loan and 10 lakhs का I issue shares. 10 lakhs का I issued shares. Issue of shares पढ़ा है ना? हाँ. तो 20 lakhs का loan पे I am paying 20 lakhs के loan पे I am paying say 10% and 10 lakhs पे I am paying 10%. Okay, तो 20 lakhs का 10% is how much? 2 lakhs. And 10 lakhs का 10% is how much? 1 lakh. बराबर? तो बेटा this 20 lakhs and this 1 lakh, this is interest and this is dividend. Everybody agrees to this? One is interest and one is dividend. Okay, fine. Aradhya said debenture. Yeah, beta. Equity shares. Yeah. You can issue shares. You can take a debenture loan. Yeah. In all the cases, what are you doing? This 2 lakhs and this 1 lakh is what? Financial expense. For obtaining funds, for obtaining 20 lakhs. Okay. For obtaining this 20 lakhs and this 10 lakhs, total 30 lakhs. This is called obtaining funds. What am I paying? I'm paying 2 lakhs. I'm paying 1 lakh. 2 lakhs as bank interest and 1 lakh as equity share dividend. Okay, dividend on equity shares. Am I clear? So this is known as financial expenses. Everyone clear till here? Okay, you want, you can note down this example. These are financial expenses. This terminology is known as financial expense. Okay, Clear? This terminology is financial expense. Right? Okay. So see, expenses paid by the manufacturer for obtaining funds. Clear? For obtaining funds, expense which I pay is financial expense. Note down the examples: bank interest, dividend paid, bad debts, loss on sale of asset, loss by fire or theft, cash discount allowed. Okay. Bank interest, dividend paid, they are financial expenses. Rest, bad debts, loss on sale of asset, loss by fire or theft, cash discount allowed, they are financial losses. I mean, financial expense and financial loss is one and the same. But if you want to have a thin line of difference between the two, this is what I have said is the thin line of difference. Okay. Bank interest and dividend paid are examples of financial expenses, whereas bad debts, loss on sale of asset, loss by fire or theft, cash discount allowed are examples of financial losses. Because actually, you're not paying anything from your pocket. Okay. It's a loss which is not gone from your pocket. Okay. But bank interest and dividend is an expense which is going from your pocket. Bad debts is a loss. It's not an expense which goes from pocket. Same, loss on sale of asset, loss by fire or theft, and cash discount allowed. Clear? And bad debts ko I have highlighted. I have highlighted bad debts. Okay. Now there is a reason for highlighting bad debts, because that is one expense which is debatable in cost accounting. Okay. As per CAS 1. Now, there are two opinions about bad debts. The first opinion about bad debt is that uh, bad debt is an expense which is incurred in connection to credit sales. Barabar, we have two type of sales, cash sales and credit sales. तो cash sales करोगे तो bad debts कभी नहीं होगा, but credit sales करोगे, उधार पे goods दिया है, तो obviously bad debts incur होगा, correct? So what is bad debts? Bad debts is an expense which is paid in connection to selling of goods. So as per CAS 1, any expenses which you incur for selling and distribution of goods, it is which cost? Selling and distribution overheads. Correct? So अगर ये logic आप लगाओ, तो bad debts is a selling and distribution overheads cost. Correct? It should come in cost sheet then it is a cost item, then you cannot say it is non-cost. But I have included in a non-cost. Why? Because the other logic says that, what is the other logic? Suppose I am a manufacturer, I did a credit sale of say 50 lakhs rupees. Okay. 50, out of 50 lakhs rupees, I have recovered 45 lakhs. Okay. 45 lakhs I have got from my debtors. One debtor of 5 lakhs rupees I have not recovered. Okay. Okay. I gave him several reminders, but he didn't had money. He declared himself bankrupt and 5 lakhs ka mujhe nuksan ho gaya. The customer did not pay me because he was declared bankrupt. Is that clear? So what will I do? In my P&L account debit side, I will show it as bad debts karke, financial accounting mein. Okay, in my books of accounts under financial accounting, I will show it P&L account 2 bad debts 5 lakhs rupees. And then what will I do? The same thing I will show it in my balance sheet also. Debtors may say I will minus 5 lakhs ka bad debts. Correct? Now, I am not able to recover from my customer, so that is my fault, na? It is my fault. It is my problem. So why should I charge it to cost? How can I charge this expense to cost and say that my total cost is increasing because of bad debts? Okay. So my manufacturing policies should be such that I should incur minimum of bad debts. I should try to see to it that there are no bad debts. Even if it incurs, I should have sufficient reserves to write off bad debts. Okay, you know something called as RDD, reserve for doubtful debts. Yeah, why is it created? To write off such bad debts. Is that clear? So as per the logic that since you are not able to since as a manufacturer I'm not able to recover my bad debts, I cannot charge this expense or this loss to the total cost. Okay, that is the reason. So if you refer books, you will see in certain textbooks where the cost accountant, who's a writer, is a cost accountant, author is a cost accountant, they are of the opinion that bad debts is selling and distribution overheads. But there are many other cost accountants, authors of the books, who say that it is a non-cost item and should not be taken in cost. Okay, I prefer obviously the second one. I will not take it into cost sheet whenever we calculate total cost, bad debts will not be included there, okay, because I consider it as a total financial loss. Clear, everyone? Is it clear till here? Okay. Acknowledge in the chat box, huh? Then only I'll go further. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you, dear. Next, financial income. Now, this is very easy. This is opposite of financial expense. This is on P&L credit side. So it's very easy for you to identify this. You all have done which chapter? Capital revenue expenditure. So you all know what is a revenue expense and a revenue income, right? So financial income is a revenue income, recurring in nature and P&L credit side. ओके, इंटरेस्ट रिसीव, बैंक इंटरेस्ट पे होता है तो बैंक इंटरेस्ट रिसीव भी तो हो सकता है, करेक्ट ना? हाँ, आपने बैंक में फिक्स डिपॉजिट किया होगा, बदले में आपको इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, तो बैंक इंटरेस्ट रिसीव. ओके, डिविडेंड पेड होता है तो डिविडेंड रिसीव भी हो सकता है. हो सकता है मैंने किसी दूसरे कंपनी के शेयर्स खरीदे हो तो सामने वाला मुझे डिविडेंड देगा, तो फॉर मी इट्स एन इनकम. सो डिविडेंड रिसीव. बैड डेट्स इंकर हो सकता है तो बैड डेट्स रिकवर भी हो सकता है, तो बैड डेट्स रिकवरी इज अ फाइनेंशियल इनकम. Okay, I'll take the same example, 5 lakhs of this loss, and say after 4 years that person comes to me and say, madam, 4 years back I was declared bankrupt, I couldn't pay you, but now I have money, I have sold off my old say old house which I had in a village. I sold off that house and I have got this money and I'm returning it back to you. Wow, such a wow feeling, right? Yeah. So bad debts recovery, it is yeah, actually bad debts recovery can also come in capital income because it is non-recurring in nature. Every year someone will not come and give me a bad debts recovery, right? So it is non-recurring in nature as well, but I will consider it under financial income because as far as books of accounts are considered, financial income is shown on P&L account credit side. Okay, so I will take it as a financial income. Profit on sale of asset, if there is loss on sale of asset, there can be profit on sale of asset. If there is cash discount allowed, there is cash discount received also. Okay, so these all indicate revenue. Then capital expenditure. Now what are capital expenditure? Money paid for purchase of assets or for installation of asset. Okay, I hope you all can connect all this with financial accounting. कुछ याद आ रहा है? Financial accounting में आप लोगों ने ये सब किया है. Acknowledge it in the chat box if you are able to recollect whatever I am saying. I am not talking anything new. This is all what you have done. I'm just refreshing the things. Yeah, Aradhya, I have highlighted bad debts because it is debatable. It can come in selling and distribution overheads, or it can be ignored in the calculation of cost. So I said I'll consider the second one. I will not take bad debts in calculation of total cost. So I have put it in under non-cost items. Okay. You may find a few textbooks where bad debts is taken. So if you refer those textbooks, you will think, "Arey, ma'am ने तो कुछ और ही बोला, यहाँ तो कुछ और ही है." So I gave you both the views. Okay, I have given you all both the views. So capital expenditure examples: purchase of machinery, purchase of furniture, purchase of factory building, purchase of office premises, purchase of computer, purchase of AC, purchase of table fans, all these things. Okay, purchase of delivery van. Okay, so these are all examples of fixed assets. Then capital income. Okay, opposite of capital expenditure. Capital in expenditure is money paid for purchase of assets. So capital income is sale of fixed assets. Clear? Okay. So note this down. Am I clear to everyone till here? Any doubts anyone has, please ask it here only. Okay, and start giving your attendance also. You have last 5 minutes. Start giving your attendance. Priya Chauhan, do you have a doubt? You have raised hand. If you have any doubt, post it in the chat box, beta. Yeah. Okay. So here we complete our notes to cost sheet. Okay. Note number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is done. Okay. Now there will be more questions. Part is clear to everyone? No doubts. Great. Very good. Okay. Now let us come to the question. We'll be discussing this question. Yeah. Okay. And answers I wanted in the chat box, huh? Okay. So I'll share this question with you all in WhatsApp group, since Edmodo will be formed in a day or two. Opening stock of raw material. Okay, start thinking. Opening stock of raw material. It's a direct cost. Under direct material, add to direct material. Okay. Exam maybe when once you get the question paper, you have to mark it like this in the on the question paper with pencil, obviously, not with pen. Closing stock of raw material less from direct material. Raw material purchase, add to direct material. You remember the formula: direct material, opening stock of raw material plus purchase of raw material plus expenses in connection to raw material, less sale of scrap of raw material, less purchase return, less closing stock of raw material. Yeah, that full formula. Drawing office salary. Anyone can tell me where this will come? Drawing office salary. Yeah, very good. Students are answering. Drawing office salary. Harikishan is saying factory. Yeah, very good, dear. It's factory. Nice. So write here F or FOH if you want, you can write that. F indicates factory. Royalty on production. Royalty on production. Very good, Harikishan. Direct expense. Okay, next. Yeah, Shreya. Good. Very good, students. Then carriage inward. What about carriage inward? Add to raw material, Aditi. Very good. Or direct material. If you write RM or you write DM, it's one and the same. Next one, cash discount allowed. Now what to do with this? Cash discount allowed. Cash discount allowed. Anyone? Harikishan says no entry. Anyone? Very good. Yeah, because it is non-cost items. Very good, students. I am happy. Okay. Nice. So just put a cross beta, huh? तो क्रॉस आपको याद दिलाएगा कि ये नहीं लेना है. Okay, and anything which you are not taking in cost sheet, we will have to write a note. Okay, so once we are solving questions next day, okay, we do that. This is drawing office salary is how factory cost, because drawing office salary means drawing and designing expenses, and drawing and designing is a part of designing your finished goods. Okay, it's a part of manufacturing. So next. So we have less than a minute. So whatever 1, 2, 3 items we can discuss more, we'll do that. Next, repairs to plant and machinery. Repairs to plant and machinery. Very good. Factory overheads. Good. Yeah, very good. Rent, rates and taxes. Already diya hai, factory.